Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. Today, as I'm recording, it is Thursday, the 20th of November here. As you can see, I am back in Route 5 here on my map. Let's get the wide lens really quick. But this is the northernmost bit after we exited the Cave of Origin originally when we fought, or when we got everything else and talked to all the other people. I did, however, go off and find the rest of the mysterious scrolls off screen while I was gone. I do apologize if I sound sick. My sinuses are a little bit stuffy, but c'est la vie. Yeah, as you can see, we have the 8 mysterious scrolls here. We are going to show you how to get to the location for Meloetta. I will also have in the description of Saturday's episode when this goes live to how to get the Meloetta puzzles done. But in order to get to up here, you need to have the magic carpet, and you have to have the hiking boots, which will be given to you by in the Tan quest. But you come up to this northeasternmost cave here. You're going to want to walk in this door. So it'll take you to Samsara Cave, and then you go all the way up and over. Explore through Samsara Cave. There's a TM here, and then you go all the way up and down this way here. And this is not to be confused with the area that we found in the first couple episodes where there's all the stone statues or anything like that. I made that mistake when I was in the middle of recording the first time, and it was not a good thing. So make sure you stocked up on repels. Make sure you have everything else that you want, because this is going to be a little bit of a journey here. We're going to just keep on going all the way through the northern cave and everything like that, explore all that sort of stuff. Keep following the path as much as you can. And then you should end up in a section like this. I want to say this is the place where I need to be. And then there's going to be a little notched stone right behind my Dragonite here. So you go up in here. Small hole in the surface for item to be inserted. Would you like to insert the mysterious scroll? Yes. Okay, so one down. Let me keep using my repels here because I don't really want any wild encounters. There's another one. Would you like to insert the mysterious scroll? Yes. So keep following this path. And see all these notches that are up here. You keep inserting the mysterious scrolls until you're out. So right now we've done 3. There's going to be one more down that way. So this will be number 4 right here, if I recall. I'm bad at math, and I haven't really been good at counting today. So there's 4. We're going to go all the way over. This is going to be number 5. As you can see, my screen is shaking with something ominous. We're going to insert scroll number 6. Then we're going to go down this ladder here, or up this ladder, sorry. Let's go this way, surf over here. This will be object number 7 for the mysterious scrolls. And then if I can somehow manage to get down this ladder, we are going to run into a timer ball, which is actually a star piece, which is good. Then we go up to option number 8, which is the last and final mysterious scroll that we need to get. And then that'll take us over this bridge here. We just keep on following the path. We're going to go all the way to the end over here. There's nothing there. I'm going to go back up this ladder. Make sure my repel isn't going to get me killed here. Hang on one second. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I'll do one more max repel. Excuse me. Like I said, I am still kind of a little bit sick, but that's not really anything to worry about. You just follow the path. You run into this. The scroll details of an ancient melody. It is in a ridiculous key with 7 sharps. Play it on the quartz flute. Yes. A chilling melody reverberates throughout the room. And now, if you are playing base game, you do end up running into Delta Meloetta here in this encounter. But in here, we're going to run into a level 80 Sand Slash. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. I'm not really in the market of catching Pokemon right now. So after we do that fight, you are scripted to get Meloetta's DNA. You can now use the DNA to transform and use the Relic Song ability outside of battle, which takes us back to all of those music pieces or music walls are all across the region. You can now access all of those. We're actually going to go back and show you one just to be on the safe side. I know where one of them is, so let's go ahead and head back to Amphitrite City. We're just going to go right back into the caverns down there. That is one I remember of off the top of my head, because I was just there a second ago going to grab one of the scrolls before I started recording. Yes. All right, so we're going to use the max spell. So you see there's this here. Choose an interaction. We're going to use the Relic Song ability. We'll play that here. And then this gives us a little rock climb wall. And we get a Razor Fang that's been sitting here the whole time. So if you feel so inclined to go do that now, you can do it. Like I said, I will have in the description the location for the wiki, or the wiki page that'll have the locations of all the scrolls. And then there is also going to be another video or another link in the description as well that describes how to solve the final puzzle. And when I say the final puzzle, I mean the puzzle that you get in Holon Volcano. Holon Volcano, I think, is probably one of the harder ones, at least for me, mostly just because I have a lot of issues going on. So, anyways, I will cut back to when we come in on Saturday, and I will have done a lot of other stuff while I'm gone, and then we're going to catch up on the rest of the side quests. Until then, I will see you all in a minute. All right. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, hold on one second. I need to get into my... do this and this. All right, there we go. Now we should be fine. Now we should be here, hopefully. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back. Apologies for the little blip there, getting my avatar up. Today we're going to do more of our post-game stuff that we have left to do. As in the first little bit that was showcased off earlier, it was the bit that I recorded on Thursday for the last couple Meloetta scrolls. Like I did say in that video, I will make sure that there is a link in the description for both the guide, or rather the wiki page where it shows where all the Meloetta scrolls are if you want to get them. And then there will also be a link to a guide on how to solve the 15 puzzle, which is the Holon Volcano puzzle. This time on today's post-game quest that we're doing, give me just a second. We get to start doing Damien's quest, because that is the one thing we need to do before we get to go back and fight Ryukra. So we have to finish Damien's quest. We've already done Rose Crater, and we have to finish Damien's quest. So here's what we're going to do. To start Damien's quest, we're going to head back over to Coral Town. As you can see, I'm in Amphitrite City. I ended up going back into the Crystal Caverns to go get one of the scrolls. That'll be showcased later. We're not going to use a Max Repel just yet. I don't want to waste too many of those. But we're going to start off going back to Route 5 here. We're going to go right back up the way we came to get into the cave, or rather the cave that we came out of when we came out of the when we came out of the hyperspace hole the first time getting out of the area. So we're going to do hyperspace hole going back into the Nightmare Dimension, into the Erebus Cave. Now we get thrown into a cutscene inside Erebus City that shows Darkrai cultists and all the people that have been living in Erebus City, all that sort of stuff. Sad, it's great to see you. We're not in such a great state right now. Don't worry. We get thrown into a nice little thing. I don't know how to describe it right now. We're not in such a great state right now. Here, come on into the gym. There's a back entrance. We need to talk. All right. So glad you came back. You really have a knack for showing up at the right time. Erebus City's a mess right now. That Deoxys virus that followed you down here. Well, remember all of Persephone's cultists that Darkrai sent down? Yeah. They've all gotten changed. They're all part of that old guy's side now. I'm not exactly sure how it works. We're trying our best to hold them off. I've been fighting dozens at once. There's too many of them. We need a trump card. Seth, I'm not sure how much you know about how the Dream Realm works. Obviously, it exists in your mind, all of this, but humanity's Dream Realm was all one land. There aren't separate realms for each person. The parts of the Dream Realm for each person are separated by dangerous Badlands. In theory, by traveling through the Badlands, you can end up in somebody else's Dream Realm. It's dangerous. Nobody's really ever tried. But somewhere in the center of it all, connecting the realms, is Rem Village. Rem Village, according to the stories, is the place between all the Dream Realms where Darkrai rests. We need to convince Darkrai to join us. Pokemon like that could surely turn the tides of battle. Will you help us? Sure. Thanks, appreciate it. I have a Pokemon that can teleport you to Prion Town, but from there you'll have to make your own way. Badlands are just off to the west of it. Be safe, I believe in you. Alakazam, come on out. Alright, so we get teleported by his Alakazam. So now we gotta go west into the Nightmare Badlands, which is, if I remember, over this way. Now, we have Rock Climb. We can go all the way up here. We're gonna start running into Darkrai cultists a lot more, it looks like. Let's see what's up here. this is another way down. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I don't think I can use the magma suit for that, so I'm not going to bother. Yeah, so we do end up fighting more Darkrai cultists throughout this whole thing now that Persephone and her, you know, crazy dream cult have been dealt with. The fights are usually pretty easy all the way through here. I don't see any reason why it should be that hard. Especially because the recommended level for this is 90 to 95. I'm pretty much over that cap at this point anyways. Gligar, we're just going to do what I normally do. Just kind of speed on through the best that I can here. Just keep on moving. Weavile. This will be quad effective if I don't die. That was a crit too. Yikes. Let's see. Alright, just go home. Bro, this is my head. What are you talking about? Bro's out here telling me to go home. It's like, bro, I can't just leave my head like that. It's kind of messed up. Anyways, we're going to keep on moving here. Keep on moving and grooving. There is a rock climb thing over here that I'm going to go do, actually. What's over here? Blue. I did all that for an apricorn? Really? When I can't even use apricorns for anything in this world? Yikes. That's kind of stupid. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Try and bypass any more cultists, potentially. Mostly just due to the fact that a lot of the fights that are in here are just repeats. But you will see them pretty littered. I mean, if you want the levels, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I personally, just for the sake of doing things the way that I do them, just kind of go right on past it. Alright, so now we're in Rem Village. Already we start off by fighting a Delta Ditto, which I'm not going to catch right now. Oh no, absolutely not. You are not beating me to Rem Village. I don't even have any assistants anymore. That virus turned all the members of my group into weird Deoxys things. You've already trapped me down here in this miserable hole, and then I learned that Darkrai lives here, my only chance of escaping. I've been here for days trying to climb my way up. You are not going to beat me there. You've taken everything from me, but you're not going to take this. Darkrai is mine, and I am going to figure out a way out of here. And, of course, we get challenged by Persephone again. Yeah, and she's still really pissed off about us beating the crap out of her before, as you no doubt can tell, because she leads off with her Mega Evolution, I guess. But that doesn't really stop me in any capacity. So, her music is a little different because she has been here a while, but why did I not switch? I don't know why I thought there was going to be another type of Lilligant in this game. Oh, my text is like super duper small. That's not good. Yeah, because if you can see it, down on the bottom here, my text is like super duper small, and I don't remember changing that. I'll have to fix that. That's not ideal. Electivire, no. This is the wrong Electivire, again. Let's go out to Gudra. Oh, you have Life Orb. Okay. That tracks. And now you're locked into Outrage, which is going to put you into Fatigue here in about 2 seconds. So we're going to heal one more time. I don't know if you outspeed me, but I don't like that either way. Jesus, that was a crit. Okay, well. And you outspeed me. Okay, cool. Thanks. Whoop-de-doo. I don't realistically care. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be the same stuff over and over again. Well, Meloetta outspeeds, even though it's 2 levels ahead. We like to see that. Yeah, XP Camerupt. On the off chance that it's the poison one, then yeah, I'm going to switch over to my Mega Evolution. Yeah, I figured it was. We're just going to pull him on out. Come on, buddy. There you go. Attaboy, Jirachi. And now you're going to try to Destiny Bond me. Okay. So we're just going to set up to sweep. You take out one poison type and throw in another one. Persephone, what is you doing? Okay, that's 2 poison types now that I can one-shot. What are you doing? Hello? This randomizer is not doing you any favors, Persephone. Holy. Holy moly. Get that out of here. Bye-bye. Alright, free level for Jirachi. 9,500 for winning. Does that affect my text in here? No, it doesn't. Alright, cool. I don't even know why I get surprised at this point. I don't know what kind of dumb plot armor you have, but it's not something I can beat on my own. But I can wait. Darkrai's been around for longer than you have, and it'll be around longer than you will. It'll come back here eventually. I'm patient. I can outlast you, that I know. I'll be seeing you again real soon. I don't think you will. Because you are either A, going to die in this accursed hole, or B, you are, well, probably going to die in this accursed hole. Let's go ahead and do this, just because of the fact I like to be prepared for any eventuality. So now we got to heart swap our way up here. This really isn't much of a village as far as I'm concerned, at least not for the moment it isn't. There's items scattered around here. There's just a singular house out here. And in this house, it looks like we're going to end up running into Darkrai, I would think. So we're going to dink away over here. Yep. And then we run into Darkrai. Only this case, it's Mudkip. Whoa! Saw that coming. Go one shot. Bye-bye. Alright, well, that sucks. Well, I don't have anything in here that I can use that's differing to Darkrai, but I'm not really worried about it. So we're just going to long trek back to Erebus City. Can't hold out forever, Adam. Would it really be so bad? We can promise you peace. We can promise you tranquility. We can promise you immortality. That's nothing to laugh at. Long life like yours isn't a life worth living. We're not going down easy. About time you got here, Seth. Jesus. I'm trying to hold them off, but I can't fight them on my own forever. I need your help taking them down. They've been attacking Erebus City for days. We've been holding on as best we can. Will you fight with me? I can battle Mauled if you can battle your friend. Together, I'm sure we can fend them off. Father and son, just like it always should have been. Well, isn't this cute? Damien, deal with him. Maybe this will redeem you for giving them that crystal piece, the one thing we had down here. Don't make this any harder than it has to be. Make this easy for both of us. Lose. Yeah, about that. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I will. Thanks. Bye-bye. Off to Sunflora. It's not the right kind of Sunflora. I keep thinking... I need to stop thinking it's not working. I'm so used to all the Delta species and different typings in this game that it's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be that. And it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. No, it's not. Hold on. There's two different types. And then I forget. Oh, boy. Went off with a Sundance. Brother, you're not stronger than me. Bye-bye. Shoo, be gone. At this point, I think we've established that we are the stronger one. Pyroark does not have a secondary in this game, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to do what I normally do. Boop. Oh, that's right. This is a special Pokemon, not a physical one. Bye-bye. Get out. Thank you. Anyhow, how's your guys' Saturday going? How's your weekend? I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are having a good evening wherever you are. I do apologize for only going back to the one video a week type deal for now, but like I said in an earlier episode, we are getting pretty hit at work at the moment, so I have to make some changes accordingly. Much as I wished I didn't have to. But we are also coming to a close on our Insurgence Journey randomizer. We might revisit this at some point and do the regular version, but I figured randomizer would probably be the better option for me to do right now, because I like having RNG try to screw me at every turn. Alright, well, after 3 Thunder Punches is all it takes to kill the Crawdaunt. And you have my... So that's where it went. I wondered where that went. Why do you have my fairy? That's not yours. Give that back. Give that back. No. Give me that back. Thank you. I also do apologize if I sound a little sinusy today. I am still fighting allergies. Impossible. I'm undefeatable. It's over. We've beaten you both. Seth's caught and partnered up with Darkrai, the ruler of this realm. So I'm invulnerable. Undefeatable. So I was too until they sent me here and tried to wipe Seth's memory. It was a clever munchkin around immortality. Well, I'll give him that. But now that we have Darkrai, we can do the same to you. It's over. You're done. You need to leave. Jesus. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna free my son's friend. I want him normal. Got it? Safe and healthy, just as he was before. After that, you're to leave forever. Scramble off to the Badlands. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. And I want these cultists here cured too. I can take care of them afterwards. That's not the problem. Do it now, or else you're a fool. Fine, I'll do it. But you'll regret this, I promise. Ugh. What happened? You'll regret this, Adam. You're not the augur anymore, remember that. Can somebody fill me in on what's going on here? You're Damien, right? The trainer from Telnor Town? I'll take care of him, Seth. He seems to be a bit out of it. By the way, were you actually able to catch Darkrai? No? Well, I'm glad he didn't call my bluff. That would have been terrible. I can't stress this enough, but you're amazing. I wish I could have guided you along your journey. I shouldn't have let Jaren and Persephone separate us like that. But somehow, even without me, you've grown into twice the trainer I could have ever been. I'm so proud of you. Bro, positive reinforcement in my Pokemon game? I can't believe it. Listen, I'm going to keep your friend here for the next little while just to make sure he's okay. I'll have him call you when he's feeling a bit better. Promise. So keep your phone on. Alright, and just like that... Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey, it's Damien. Listen, I'm still sorting through all my memories from when I was weird, trying to piece together what happened, you know? And just today I heard there was a nasty storm at Maelstrom 9. There are some things I remember about that place. Nothing super clear, but I need to see for myself. It would mean the world to me if you'd come with. I might need help with whatever's causing the storms, too. And just like that, we are now sucked into doing, what is it? The other optional quest that we get for Audrey's Fate. Now... I'm going to preface this before we start doing the quest here. It might take me a little bit. But before you can get access to this, you have to either not started Tane's quest or completed Tane's quest. Pine should not have talked to you about starting Holon quest in Suntouch City, or you must have completed Holon region, and then you have to complete this quest in the Nightmare Badlands. And then Damien has not already called you about it beforehand. So... there is a 1 in 300 chance with every step that they take, Damien will call them to start this quest, which takes place at Maelstrom 9. So, now, I have to get my fat butt around back over here, because we have to go right back out to the Badlands, and get right back out into here, which, lucky for me, I can just do this. It's called cheating. So we're going to fly back to Kepler City, now that we've healed and everything. We're going to head out towards Maelstrom 9, which the storms are still going on. So, in this case, we have to go back on a little journey here. Do a little bit more backtracking, and we're going to go right back down in here into Maelstrom 9's little underwater section. Your main goal right now is to make it back to where you fought Audrey when we went back into the Abyssal Base, if I can somehow manage to remember where the heck that is. There you are. Alright, so we're going to go back into the Abyssal Base... and we're going to make our way back to Audrey. And there's an old Amber in here that I somehow might have missed. Maybe not have. I don't know. But as you can see, there's a lot more water in here than we remember seeing the last time. Now, if I can remember where the hell everything is, it would be nice. Because I sure as hell don't remember where everything is. This is a dead end, so that's not going to work the way I want it to. But you'll definitely see the map layout is a lot different in here than it was the last couple times that we were here. Oop, there's a Tesseract point that I can use in here. I don't want Relic Song. I don't know why I did that. Nothing happened. Yes, I know. Shush. Item appeared from the past, so we get a Garchomp bite, which is kind of nice if I was using Garchomp. Okay, so now we make it all the way back up here to Audrey. And then we get to follow the part down here now that we have the scuba gear. So now we're going to go right on through this little door. And then there are some dark spots that are probably going to show up, but we're going to go right up here. I don't want to use this. I want not to do that. I didn't want to open my menu. In this case, if you do have the flashlight, wherever it is, we are going to just go ahead and use it. Now, eventually, in this cave, we are going to run into our boy Damien, who is fighting, apparently, or trying to fight two Pokemon at once. There's a heart statue up there. Can I use Heart Swap in here? Heart Swap. Hey, I can. Cool. That just lets us go find an item back here, which is really cool. And then we can go back over here. Heart Swap over here. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Get back on the water. And And then try to figure out where the heck Damien and Kyogre are, unless they're on this middle island, maybe. Fluffy Tail. As you can tell, I definitely don't know where I'm going in here. Alright, so there's a cave. That'll take me right in here with more boulder puzzles. Yay, my favorite. Just kidding. And then we have these things. Oh, sweet merciful God. Okay. My nightmares personified. I really, really dislike these. With a fiery passion. Alright, so it's definitely not that way. I'm assuming it's one of these. No. Okay, maybe it's not one of those. Damn it. As you can tell, I'm going to be having a lot of fun trying to figure this out because I have zero idea what the hell I'm doing in here. Alright, so that brings us all the way out here. And that'll just bring us into a loop right there. And that'll put us right here. Good. Okay, so I think we might have found our way through. Thank God to that. There's a TM over there that I'm not really going to go looking for. And now we're out of the darkness zone. Come right on up here. And then we should, in theory, see Damien. There he is. And there's Audrey sitting there. I think it's defending Audrey from Kyogre. It's injured. The attack from Kyogre wasn't normal. Must be holding an item of sort that serves his strength. Damien, is that you? Yeah, Mom. It's me. The Deoxys thing is gone. I thought that you... No, I'm fine. Kyogre's keeping me captive, that's all. Can you help me out, please? Kyogre's busy dealing with Lugia. I'm over in my head here. I just want to get out. This isn't over. We're going to have a very serious talk about everything. Can you spot me? I'm going in and use my escape rope as quickly as I can. Hopefully the legendary Pokemon won't notice. I'll rush back down as quickly as I can. We'll take on Kyogre together. Ready? Go. Alright, well, now somebody's pissed. Oh, God! This is not what I was... Oh, no! Oh, I was not ready for this. Holy. Whew. All right. Oh, boy. I got 2 Pokemon in here that I have not captured yet, which kind of sucks. There is one big problem, though. We're getting rid of you. I do not like Primordial Sea. Almost as much as I don't like Arceus being the way that it is. Okay, well, we're just going to have to fight this the way that I know how to, is just keep going. I don't want Thunder Punch. I want Scald, thank you. Hyper Beam. Okay, that just one-shots me. Holy moly. I don't like that at all. Okay, I was not prepared for it to be level 110. That I can assure you. I'm just going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Start chipping away at it here. I might be able to... Never mind. I was going to say we can try to catch the damn thing, but apparently not, because it's got Perish Song active. Alright, let's see if these things actually work. Where is it? Let's see if these actually work for a minute and see if I can catch this guy. Almost. Well, definitely not catching it now. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Well, we're dying to Perish Song or Hyper Beam anyways, so I don't realistically care. I can always run into that later in a random encounter. Get out of here. Shoo. Well, dang. How is it that you always end up battling the legendaries? Yeesh. Looks like you're more important than everyone else. I guess you're the Augur now, so fair enough. Seems the storms and stuff have stopped on the surface, so the problem seems to be dealt with. Thanks for coming with me. Really glad my mom seems to be alright. I'm really not happy with her, but I don't want her gone, you know? Just I know it's going to be hard. Anyways, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're able to get something out of the trip. Yeah, about that. I lost 3 of my... you know what? I'm not even going to worry about complaining about it. Anyhow, there does not seem to be anything else in this area that we need to get. I think the good news is I did stock up on escape ropes before I left. Can I use one of these? Get me out of here. And, of course, it just takes me back out here. All right, cool. So, anyhow, I'm going to cut to, well... I did not want to talk to you, Dragonite, much as I love you, buddy. I'm going to cut back to where we get back to the surface, so give me a few moments, guys. Alright. So now they're back. There's not realistically much else that we need to do. At least not at the moment, there's not. Let me tab out for a second here. Start Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Anyhow, that takes care of Audrey's quest. Now, just be careful. If you do, you then typically that's not how that fight is supposed to go. Kyogre is supposed to be the higher leveled one, and then it's supposed to be fighting you with a Tentacruel. But Randomizer kind of screwed me and said, "No, you're fighting God today." It's like, all right, cool. Anyways, after that, there's not really much else that we are gonna do. Actually, I lied. I keep lying. So, in fact, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to Selene City. We're going to do one more side quest for it here before we can do anything, because then that next episode we can finish off the rest of the side quest and call it good. As soon as you finish Damien's quest, which is the one we just did, we go back and talk to Diana. She's like, "Hey Seth, I need a favor. Listen, after the events on Mount Rose, I've been doing some thinking. Family should come first, and I let fear come in between me and my sister. Persephone might be the most important person in my life, now more than ever, after, the thing on Mount Rose. I'd like you to deliver this package to her. Found one parcel, put the parcel away in Cadams. I can pay you when you get back, I promise. It's something that's very important to both of us. I just want Persephone to know that I'd like to start over with her. It really means a lot to me. This is a bridge I'd really like to rebuild." And this starts Diana's quest. So now, we go all the way back to Route 5, and we go back into the Nightmare Realm, which is where this quest is going to take place. So right back at Route 5, go back in the way you came, back entrance to the gym, and then you're going to go all the way back. So remember that quest that we just did with Darkrai a few minutes ago? Well, you're going to have to remember where that house is. If not, just look up the map. It's fine. So you go all the way back to Erebus City. I don't think I can use this here, so we're just going to try to have to walk our way all the way over there. So we'll go back to REM Ocean, we'll surf all the way back over to wherever it is that we need to go. Probably would have been better just to go back into the cultist way, but whatever. I don't really need to heal anything, so I'm not gonna bother. Cortisol Road, yeah. Already fought everybody down here pretty much, so there's no point in me worrying about it. Back in Prion Town, and then we're gonna go all the way back out here to the Prion site and go all the way to the left. Yep, all the way down here to the left. Go all the way back up the way we came up. I said, let me up. Thank you. There's still Darkrai cultists up here. I don't know what for. I honestly wish I could tell you. I'm guessing it's just because this is where Persephone resides now. We're going to go up this way because this is going to be the same direction pretty much. Run into a Musharna on the way. We're just going to forget any of these encounters are happening right now because I'm shortly over my time limit for today. Oh, there's a relic song thing here. Whoopsies. This is what happens when you speedrun through things, boys. You don't remember anything. So this will start you with an encounter. Okay, well, that was not something I was expecting. I completely forgot that was here. I don't know why I'm catching this thing. I really shouldn't be, but I'm going to do it anyways. Just because I'm a little crazy. So we're going to just... I'm just going to try and catch it and call it good for today. Get my one capture done. Cool. So yeah, this is apparently where you find Deoxys. After all that sort of stuff, because Deoxys and Mauld apparently just turned into each other. Malday is no longer alive, which kind of sucks, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyways, that's where you find Deoxys. You just use Relic Song on the wall, and you're Gucci. So now you come over here and you talk to Persephone. Back already, I see. To return Darkrai, I assume. Are you finally gonna let me claim what is rightfully mine? No. I see. Handed over the parcel. I wonder. It's a picture of when we were kids. Before Cresselia chose her. Before the Infernal Cult ruined our lives. This doesn't change what she did. What she did to me was unforgivable. I won't. No, I can't forget it. She ruined my past. Every rotten speck of my life has been because of her. Maybe it's time I stop letting her affect my future. Maybe I will go see her again. Someday, when I have Darkrai for sure. I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you. This picture meant a lot to me. It'll help pass the time until you release Darkrai intentionally or not. Here, I guess you want some reward, right? I got like 30 of these. I can't prepare it. I'm sure I could spare one. So she just gives us a soda. Go catch some legendary that's not Darkrai. And stay out of my life. Got it? Shh. All right, Kurt. Sure. You want me out of your life? I'll get out of your life. Whatever. You have fun looking at that photo. Anyways, that is that. Now all that's left now is to finish the other quest with the Azure Flute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut back to when we get back to Jaren's Tower, and then we get to start doing things all over again. Let me see if I can remember where I am. No, I don't want to fight you. Alright, back at the Prion site. There's no portal out, no portal in. Alright, well, in this case, I am just going to elect to make my way back to Jaren's Tower in not Sun-Touched. I don't remember where it is. Jade City? I don't even remember what city it's called. It's been so long since I've been there. Anyways, I'll meet you guys back there in the next episode, where we'll start the final side quest and finish off our run through. Until then, guys, stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, your weekend, your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!